it's seriously enough to make your head spin. We would be screwed. Now that I think about it, it's extremely unsettling. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of that. I feel like my perspective on everything has changed in the last 2 years, and I just turned 30 this year. Looking back now, my 20s, I spent a lot of time feeding that narrative that after high school you need to go to college and get a corporate job and climb the ladder, buy a house, and secretly hope that all of the material things that you own impress other people, and it means that you're successful. And recently, it's just like the curtain has been raised for me, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of that. I just started asking why. Why am I working my whole life doing something that gives me a headache by the end of the day just to make somebody else rich? And not to mention having someone else raise my kids to be able to do that. The babies that right now all they want to do is love me and snuggle me, and pretty soon all they're gonna want to do is hang out with their friends, and they're gonna move out of my house and leave me, and it's gonna happen sooner than I know it, and I'm handing them off to someone else just so that I can go to work. It just doesn't make sense to me because I'm not going to get this time back, and every time I think about it, I get really emotional. And then something else made its way into my mind, and I honestly haven't been able to let it go since. I'm sure the media had a lot to do with feeding my anxiety for this. Doomsday warnings are everywhere you look in the media. War with Russia, a supply chain breakdown, civil war in the US, our economy crashing, stocks crashing. It's seriously enough to make your head spin. But my daughter and I were playing with her dollhouse one day, and she said to me, "Mommy, I'm hungry. I need something to eat." And I don't know, I'm not gonna try and explain to you how my brain works because hell if I even know. But it triggered this invasive thought that, like, what if I couldn't feed her in that moment? What if honestly I could not feed her? What if something happened that caused the grocery stores to have empty shelves and there was no way of getting food for the foreseeable future or for a while? What would I do? And let me tell you, there is very little that can trigger me more than the thought of my children suffering and me not being able to do anything about it. Now, I'm fully aware that this nightmare situation in my head being played out is a reality every day for some parents, and that truly breaks my heart. I'm so incredibly grateful for my life and what I have. But it got me really thinking, just how dependent is my family on our current economic systems? And I realized that truly, if I could not go to the grocery store for my weekly shopping trip to get the things we need for that week, we would be screwed. And I don't know why it's never occurred to me before, but now that I think about it, it's extremely unsettling. So instead of letting my anxiety get the best of me, I've decided to do something about it. Hindsight is 2020, and for me personally, every time I've been in an unexpected situation where something would be really useful to have, I don't have it, and it's too little too late to get it. Your future self is really going to thank you for taking the time now to get things in order in case something unfortunate were to happen. And let's be real, unfortunate things happen all the time. This doesn't have to be end of the world type of stuff. This can literally just be you lost your job and you don't have any money to buy groceries. I may not have cared about my future self before becoming a mom because honestly, sometimes I think something's a good idea, but I'm too lazy to actually take action on it. But when I really think about it, there's honestly nothing more triggering than watching my children suffer and having to watch helplessly and not being able to do anything about it. And honestly, that's what I hope happens, truly, that my supplies that I've prepared end up not being necessary. But it's possible that they may save my family's life someday. And if not save their life, at least keep my children comfortable. And the well-being of my children is just not something that I'm willing to gamble. So I started my journey of being more self-sufficient and honestly more intentional about the way I live overall, generally, just a few months ago. And my family doesn't have the disposable income that we need to just go out and buy all of the food and the supplies and everything we would need to last us 3 weeks, 3 months, even a year if we needed to. So I've had to be very frugal and save money in other areas so that I could apply it towards prepping and coupon and just be more strategic in general about how I'm acquiring all of these things. So if you're interested in doing this for your family as well and doing it along with me, I would seriously love that. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment down below and let me know that you're starting this too, and we can do this together. I'm going to be putting out new videos every Sunday night, so watch out for those. Have a great week, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then.